What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on NIO.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on the price chart and how we get there. Then I will continue with the fundamental news and I will show you some new ratings that were made right after their earnings report. And on top of that, I will show you the latest news related to potential delisting rumors of Chinese companies. And at the end of this video, I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis, and I will show you what should we expect next. And before we get into all of that, if you guys would like to earn 2 free stocks with Moomoo valued up to $7,000, please check out that link in the description below. All you have to do is sign up for an account and deposit as little as $1. This is guaranteed free money. Full details you can see on the screen right now. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here at this point and I've told you that we almost completed all 5-wave structure, and I've told you that most likely we will see a lower price action on upcoming sessions, and I've told you that we had a bearish divergence on multiple time frames, and bearish divergence is a very strong pattern when you can see lower highs on RSI and the higher highs on the price action. This means in upcoming sessions we might see lower price action related to this asset. And as you can see, it happened. From this point we hit this resistance. This asset went down for more than 16%. And definitely it was the result of their earnings report. And let me show you that they beat expectations on revenue, but misses expectations on earnings per share. And on top of that, they made a forecast for Q1 deliveries, Q1 2022 deliveries, and this forecast also misses expectations of analysts. That is why this asset went lower. So I have to say that we have to adjust this tool a little bit to this highest point, and I have to say that this asset is quite technical, and from the technical standpoint I 100% expected this movement to the downside. And if you follow my channel for quite some time, you know that my forecasts are quite accurate, and that's why you can rely on them as a part of your due diligence. So, and let's continue with the news related to NIO. And first of all, let me show you their earnings report. So, on March 24th, 4 days ago, they posted these results, and let me quote you just some of this information. Quarterly total revenues reached $1,553.6 million. Quarterly deliveries of ES8, ES6 and EC6 were 25,034 vehicles, representing an increase of 44.3% from the fourth quarter of 2020 and an increase of 2.4% from the third quarter of 2021. Full year total revenues reached $5,670.6 million. Full year deliveries of the ES8, ES6 and EC6 were 91,429 vehicles, representing an increase of 109.1% from 2020. Definitely these results shows that this company is ramping up its production rates, and definitely it has a huge upside potential on different markets, and definitely we have to keep in mind that they are heavily expanding their new markets, and next step is in Europe, and then they will start their sales in the United States. So let me show you some numbers. First of all, the financial highlights for the fourth quarter of 2021, and I want to pay your attention just on several points. Vehicle margin was 20.9% in the fourth quarter of 2021 compared to 17.2% in the fourth quarter of 2020 and 18% in the third quarter of 2021. Definitely, increase in vehicle margin is a good sign. Gross margin was 17.2% in the fourth quarter of 2021 compared with the 17.2%, exactly the same range, in the fourth quarter of 2020 and 20.3% in the third quarter of 2021. The decrease of gross margin from the third quarter of 2021 was mainly resulted from the sales of automotive regulatory credits in the third quarter of 2021, which contributed a higher gross margin. So they have losses from operation and net loss in fourth quarter of 2021. but they decrease these losses from operations and the net losses on a yearly basis. And let me quote you that they have more than $8.7 billion cash on hands as of December 31st, 2021. They have a lot of money to operate, and in my opinion, in upcoming years, at least 2 years, we won't see any dilution of existing shareholders. And in my opinion, it is a very good sign. So, financial highlights for the full year of 2021. Almost every bullet improved its position. Vehicle sales in an increase of 118.5%. Vehicle margin increased for more than 7% year over year. Total revenues increase of 122.3% from the previous year. Gross profit increase of 264.1% from the previous year. Gross margin 18.9% compared with 11.5% for the previous year. And definitely, these numbers shows that this company is very stable and it has a huge upside potential. But let me show you the CEO and the CFO comments. And let me quote you this. We concluded the year of 2021 on a strong note with an annual delivery of 91,429 vehicles in total, representing an increase of 109.1% year over year, despite all the challenges including the supply chain volatilities in particular. In light of the seasonality and the Chinese New Year holiday, NIO delivered 9,652 vehicles in January and 6,131 vehicles in February, representing a growth of 34 and 10% year over year respectively. We expect to deliver a total of 25,000 to 26,000 vehicles in the first quarter of 2022, said William Li, founder, chairman and chief executive officer of NIO. And these two numbers was the real concern for a lot of investors, because the anticipation was that NIO should deliver about 28,000 vehicles in the first quarter of 2022. And definitely, from the fundamental standpoint, it is not a huge decrease in this forecast, but for the short-term investors, this number is quite concerning. So, and let me show you that a lot of analysts just made a good forecast on NIO. And right here, let me show you that China Renaissance Securities on March 24th reiterate its buy rating to $32.4, and it is an upside potential from current levels of more than 48%. Next one. Citi Analyst, let me show you. Citi Analyst reiterates NIO's $87 price target, keeps a buy rating after earnings results. On top of this rating, let me show you that ARKQ fund of Cathy Wood just bought 420,000 shares of NIO, and it is for the first time. And definitely this buy was made right after earnings report on March 25th. This means Cathy's fund also think that NIO has a huge upside potential in upcoming year. So, and let me show you some news related to the delisting rumors. And this article was published on cnevpost.com on March 27th. And it says, Chinese securities regulator gives more positive signals on audit issues. And let me quote you this. The China Security Regulator Commission, CSRC, held a video exchange on March 27 with some US-listed Chinese companies and investment institutions to hear their views on the recent situation on China concept stocks, according to a report today in the official China Securities Journal. The report did not provide details about the exchange, but cited industry sources close to the regulator as saying that both US and Chinese regulators are fully aware of each other's concerns and are working together. The good interaction between Chinese and US regulators in recent months is expected to break the long-standing deadlock in audit and regulatory cooperation, and it is believed that the regulators on both sides are capable of reaching a cooperation arrangement from a professional perspective as soon as possible. The report quoted a senior accountant as saying. So, definitely it is still good news, but it is not the results of their negotiations. That's why we have to be cautious, but the delisting fears, in my opinion, becomes lower and lower. So, and let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, what should you do if you want to invest in this asset? In my opinion, as you can see, we almost hit the 0.382 Fibonacci retracement range at $19.14 price point. And in upcoming session we might see some lower price action, but I don't think that we might go very deep. And I think we won't break the $17.97 price point. It is 0.5 Fibonacci retracement range. And if you want to invest in this asset, just accumulate your position on every daily red candle, and this will give you more attractive average price to gain some profits in the future. So what are the price targets for now? I have to say that we still have this range of previous swing highs at the price points of roughly $26.34 as our next major resistance. And from our current range, we might have up to 32% of upside potential in the medium-term perspective. So I think from the technical standpoint, that's it for now. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed.